And we are back after that amazing report. It's really important and really nice to have such exhibitions that talks about jobs, talks about opportunities, and talks about us as even Kuwaiti, let's say, youth, to search and see different jobs and varieties and accept all the challenging, let's say, jobs that are offered there. And with that, we come today to our first guest here in the studio with us. We have with us Dr. Hanan Al-Mutawa, the founder of Royal Britannia Kindergarten. We're really happy to have you here today in the studio.
Thank you for inviting me.
So at the beginning, Dr. Hanan, would you please tell the audience about your educational experience?
At the moment, we have just founded a new kindergarten. It's called the Royal Britannia Kindergarten, abbreviated to RBK. I come to this forum with 27 years of experience, and I've worked in the schools from being a classroom teacher, an administrator, to management, to where I now can own my own business and run it in the way that I see is the best way, to offer opportunities for children's learning environments that are changing. As you know, I mean, children are not learning the same way as we did 25, 30 years ago, where you just put a book in front of them and you just tell them what to do. They now need to be engaged more. We need to involve technology into the learning. They need to be hands-on, as all children do. Even in our age groups, when we were younger, we wanted that play. But right now it needs to be structured play. We're in a challenging world. We need to prepare children for jobs that don't even exist. So that's the type of environment in schools that I'm sort of developing now, is giving the children to learn in an environment that is more engaging, that is technology based, together with vocational learning.
Yes. And when it comes to this nursery part, lots of parents before didn't take nursery as really important as now. Most of them, they used to take it as, let's say, just a place to keep our children until we finish work and come back to get them back. But nowadays, it's really challenging for parents to search and find the, let's say, proper nursery. So do you think it's really important for us as parents to find the nursery for the kids before going to kindergarten, or should be only for kindergarten?
Oh no, I think it's very important for a parent when they know that they're going to have a child, they need to start planning. From the moment that they know she's pregnant, she's going to be having this baby, she needs to know and prepare for that child's education. Is my child going to follow a mainstream British curriculum, or are they going to follow an American curriculum, or follow the local curriculum, or bilingual? So that's the first decision. Does she want to put her child in a boys only school or a girls only school, depending of course on the gender of the child, or a co-education? All right. That's the form. Now with demand on schooling, and as you know, like in top schools in the United Kingdom, you need to actually be even registering your child when the mum's pregnant. That's how the demand for top schools. In Kuwait, we're very fortunate that we as parents are spoiled. We have lots of fantastic schools, and there's lots of schools that fall below the standard of expectation. But on the top school range, as a parent, what should you be looking for? You're looking for an environment that is safe and protecting your children. It's not just good enough to be babysitting environment. Our parents, as you said earlier, are selective now. They don't want a babysitting, they can have that at home. They want an environment that involves a child to learn through play, to learn and get confident, to learn while they are experiencing new skills, and to be able to share that learning when they go back home with their peers, with their siblings at home, with their relatives, and also to maybe show off to mummy and daddy and grandparents. So what is the mum and dad what are the mum and dad looking for? They're looking for an environment that allows their child to just grow and their own personalities. And that's what you should be looking for as a parent when you come to select at RBK like an area or a school zone for your child. You need to be making those good choices, because that's what is valued now.
Yes, and as we proceed within the, let's say, upcoming years, parents are getting more of modernized, and even when it comes again to the kids, as you were saying previously, that now they're going with like more of a technology world, more of a challenging world, and we have to prepare them for the jobs that are still not, let's say, determined for them yet. So, as parents, what do they expect for kids to learn within the nursery?
Okay. Taking Royal Britannia Kindergarten as the example, as soon as you walk through the door, the environment is very different. There's large open spaces, the windows allows light to come through. So when the children is not, put into a closed room and there's no fresh air and sunlight coming through. So that large space environment is complete energy for the child. Also, the room is divided into 7 teaching zones.
Yes.
So the child is not just sitting on a carpet or sitting on sitting at a table and just learning from worksheets that they've been given. No, they're able to go across the different zones, learning their science, their technology, the engineering, the maths, which are the fundamental STEM, sort of skills that they learn in the British National Curriculum. And within maths, it breaks it down. You have the jigsaw puzzles and you have the number skills. Within English literacy, they have the books that they can get access to reading and writing and actually holding pencils and crayons and drawing. They go to the kitchen zone, the home zone. They learn to share with other children the different toys in the areas that are in the classroom, the science, building robots and working with technology. In every classroom we have an interactive whiteboard, which is today's technology. They have access to iPads. So we have multi-units and resources of learning for the child within the RBK classroom that allows the child to pick and choose and select. You step outside the classroom, which is their play areas or extended play areas, you have a garden center or hydroponics where they learn gardening. They then take what they, the cut or sort of have grown from the garden to the kitchen. We have a full-fledged kitchen. Not only are they doing their lunchtime, which the school provides for the child, but also they do their activity of cooking. So they take the tomato from the garden, they go and cook it in the kitchen. They pick up the eggs from the chickens out in the outer garden,
Yes.
and they go into the kitchen and they start frying their eggs with the teacher present. So it's all that learning that they're having to do, and it's all part of science. And cooking is a science. Then, of course, we don't have slides and swings in the school. We actually have a full-fledged gymnastics center. So we extend that also in the afternoon for children's siblings to come in and go on the climbing wall, go on the bars, learn through supervise, of course, with the coaches who are accredited coaches, and they teach them the proper way of rolling and jumping. So the whole environment is safe. The whole environment is actually structured play, but it's actually utilizing proper gymnastics equipment,
Yes.
proper floors, like for ballet or parkour and all of that. So it's all within schemes of work that are being written for the child. So once they leave us, they then go to primary schools and they're able to access the curriculum there, learning science, learning technology,
Yes.
doing PE in a proper way. It's not just running around, they're actually running properly. So when
Yes.
they do sports day, they win.
Yes. So it's like you're preparing them for the upcoming school life and all the activities there. And actually, it's really, let's say, a full scheduled activities that you're providing
Yes.
these kids, and it's really amazing, especially when you're also providing and letting them feel like you're making it more of a balance between when you come to the nursery and where you go home. It's like what you do in the nursery, you can see it at home again.
Oh, yes.
So it's really amazing what you're doing.
It's very important to also have the communication between us and the parents to make sure that the child is communicating those experiences at home.
Yes.
Because when we communicate with the parents, and as you know, it's like a triangle relationship between us, the school, and the child, we need to make sure that the parent knows what the child is doing. So that we do have the timetable, we do have the lesson plans given to the parents in advance. So if we want them to be engaged with the school,
Yes.
by saying we're going to be learning circles and we're going to be learning the color red.
Yeah, so you're saying that
Yes.
we should also have parents more involved with them, because it's really important.
Definitely. No school can do
Yes.
without that. You
Yes.
need that engagement. You need that involvement of the parent.
It's really important, yes.
Yes.
And unfortunately, time isn't assisting us in this episode. We're really happy to have you here today as a guest. Hopefully to have you again in upcoming episodes in Hala Kuwait. It was really interesting subject.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for inviting
And with
us.
that, dear viewers, we're going to go to another reportage about Sabah al-Nasr School. So we'll go check the report and we'll be back.